Hello, friends. I have a question for you. It's a question that I've asked myself a million times. And the question is, who are you? Just sit with that for a second. What comes to your mind? Who are you? I went to an ashram and stayed there for 5 days. And this question came to us. But it was a 2-hour question. And we had to sort that shit out. There wasn't anyone out of the 800 of us that weren't in tears on the floor with our partner, totally becoming empty at the repeated question, who are you? And moments like that for me are life-changing. The more I started speaking, the more ridiculous my thoughts sounded as they came out of my mouth to my partner. I am mother, I'm human, I am daughter, I am career woman, I am funny, I am athletic, I am smart, I am busy, I am skinny, I am fat, I am blonde, I'm old, I am young, I am a student, I am a teacher. And the more I was with my partner, the more I realized that I was absolutely none of that. And in a nutshell, this is not the answer that I came up with, but what I realized is that I am just a piece of life, and that my identities, as important as they are to us for our ego, are very self-limiting. That if I identify with a certain part of me, then I'm totally doing myself a disservice and limiting all of the other possibilities of who I am. So if I'm just a piece of life and I don't identify with anything in particular, then I'm opening up worlds to experience. And while I may have positions that are important to me, while I may have ethics and values that are important to me, it's not who I am. If I can be open to discussions on either side of any aisle, then I'm going to be learning instead of speaking my opinion of things. What matters is that I'm a piece of life and I experience all of it, and then I get to go out into the world with an openness and a lightness of being, a more sacred space. When we're able to do this, we tap into parts of us that are usually fairly unknown. Do you identify with your feelings? Do you identify only with what you see in front of you? Do you identify with what you hear from others? When we talk about using our identity through our physical abilities, we are limiting ourselves to this physical world of existence, and that can be tiring and it can be depressing when we only can see through our eyes and through the other senses what's going on around us. What's not seen through the 5 senses is more of a reality to me than what is. The way that I can think about my best friend and she'll call me or text me within minutes is reality for me. My own personal deep belief is that there is no coincidence. That's a rational way to explain away what is my normal and what I believe is everyone's normal if they want to tune into it. So next time you get a phone call when you've been thinking about somebody, or next time you're in the supermarket and you run into someone you haven't seen in a while, or the next time you get an opportunity to do something that's out of your comfort zone, consider why, when, and how these circumstances are coming into your life, because they are signs and signals. They're out there, and they're as natural as our five senses. And science has proven this now. And it's not difficult to find the science now that we have access to so much information. That's all for today. That's my thoughts. I feel so lighthearted. It brings me back to wonder, which is a beautiful place to be in, and to hope. Maybe instead of worrying about telling people who I identify with, my political party, my way of eating, how many hours I sleep, who I like, who I don't like, what my fabulous gifts are, maybe by just being me, dropping all those identities is the most freeing thing in the world. Because then I walk to you and I see nothing but you. I see zero judgment. I see zero expectations. All I see is possibilities. And how beautiful is that? Peace out. Talk with you again. Bye for now.